lads, welcome to another video of Football Infinity. So Andrea Pirlo is hired as new Juventus manager and he wants some players shipped out of the team and new ones brought in. So a huge shout out to Bruce Xavi who suggested me to do this video. And before I start this video, I would like to tell you that if you have any new video ideas for us to do, please write it below in the comment section and I'll try my level best to do all of yours, like I've done today. So Andrea Pirlo, as we know him as a player, he puts everything on the midfield. He wants the strongest midfield because battles are won in the middle of the park. So he really wants few players out of his team. The first one being Blaise Matuidi. Matuidi is 33 years old now. He's way past his prime and he's not the kind of player that Pirlo wants in his team. So Matuidi could be on his way to the MLS with both Inter Miami and LA Galaxy chasing for his signature. He would cost them about 10 to 15 million, which is a decent sum on a 33-year-old. As Andrea Pirlo likes technical players, technically gifted players, which Matuidi certainly is not. He's more of that running type. So a player they would like to target at this position where Matuidi is gone is Sandro Tonali. Tonali, known as the little Pirlo, seriously embodies Pirlo as he was when he was in his youth career. He's in Brescia, just like Pirlo was. He has long hair, just like Pirlo had. He has outstanding ball movement. Pirlo is symbolized for that. And he's playing as a regista right now, which is the position as a deep-lying playmaker, which Pirlo specialized in. So Sandro Tonali could be on his way to Turin and he could actually strengthen the Juventus team nicely. And he would cost about 25-30 million from the relegated Brescia. 25-30 million for a young 20-year-old Italian international is a great sum, and I think Juventus should actually target him over here. Now another player Andrea Pirlo really wants out, and it's Bernardeschi. Bernardeschi has enjoyed, let's say he's had a very up and down career at Juventus. Last year he just took off and the series gone back again. So Pirlo doesn't see him in his long-term plans and he really wants to ship him out of Turin. And the one location where he would be best at, it is Wolves. Wolves are interested in him for a sum of 25 to 30 million, which is a great sum of money for Juventus, and they could actually strengthen in other areas by using this sum. So after making a move on Bernardeschi, the club should target, in this position, they're targeting Manuel Locatelli. Locatelli is another defensive midfielder. So if they buy Sandro Tonali, who's not that much defensive, and he's like a deep line playmaker, so it requires the one with the more defensive numbers, which Locatelli can certainly do. So Locatelli is a more defensive. You could call him somewhat like the N'Golo Kante, running around, stamina, interception rate, clearing rate, everything he's very good at, and he's a great player. And he would come in Sassuolo for a very modest sum of 20 million. They should actually look to get him as he's just a 22-year-old, graduated from the famous San Siro. So now let's look at another player they really want out, which is Gonzalo Higuain. Higuain is not the player that Juventus thought when they signed. He's now 33 years old, not at the best of ages. Andrea Pirlo wants to ship him off to Brazil or Argentina, where he could get them about 20 to 25 million, which is a great sum of money. So the players that linked with to fill this Higuain-shaped hole is Lacazette, which is a very weird signing because Lacazette is 29 years old, past his prime, didn't do so well at Arsenal, would still cost them 30 million. Why? Why would you not instead go for somebody like Barbosa, like I suggested in the previous video? Lacazette would certainly not suit Juventus, or we don't know how Andrea Pirlo will manage. If you want to see the video about how Andrea Pirlo can be at Juventus, you can scroll down in the comment section below where I made a video on this. So Lacazette, yeah, he could come there. I think if he drops down, he could create a more numerical advantage in the midfield. That is what he does at Arsenal. And then he could give space to maybe Ronaldo and somebody to go there. That could happen, but I'm not really sure at this moment. So now the other player Pirlo wants out is Paulo Dybala. Why? I'm not understanding why. He's one of the bright sparks in this very mediocre season for Juventus, and he's supposedly being linked to a move to Real Madrid with being swapped by Toni Kroos and Isco. Toni Kroos is 30, but still he's shown no signs of slowing down. As for Isco, Andrea Pirlo has him in his highest regard. He's the player he really wants. He wants that attacking spark. They've already bought in Arthur for the creativity, but they want Isco for the attacking spark. Great player, and I think he would be great for Andrea Pirlo if he can hand in the deal. But the problem now is that should the Juventus board allow him to make so many signings? We saw this with Unai Emery last year. He had a very stellar campaign with Arsenal, making them finished in fifth place. And then the board backed him. They got him Nicolas Pepe. They bought him David Luiz. They bought him whoever he wanted. But it didn't really work out, did it? He was sacked halfway through the season. So all of those signings are not Mikel Arteta's players. Mikel Arteta wants another team now. So now they have to spend more on other players. So does the Juventus board want to put all their eggs in Pirlo's basket, or do they want to just spend a bit and then save a bit if Pirlo doesn't do so well? Because may I remind you, he does not have any managerial experience. So now for Toni Kroos, he would be great at Juventus, but Juventus already has such good midfielders. Bentancur is only 23, Rabiot is 24, Aaron Ramsey is 29. Great players. Would actually make a good deal on them. I don't know why. But now going through this, and Aaron Ramsey is another player Pirlo wants out. Why? Because he wants to bring in Isco, like I said earlier, and he needs space for that. So he wants to ship out Ramsey back to back to the Premier League. And this time Fulham are linked. Fulham, the team that just got relegated, just got promoted with a cat's whisker against Brentford. They want to sign him. And also, very surprisingly, Leeds United. Not the best of suitors, and I don't think Ramsey is going anywhere. So, lads, another player they want out is Douglas Costa. This is the one I can actually understand. Why? Because Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal are all linked with him. He's 29 years old. He's great speedy. He's a great impact sub. But the problem with this is his constant injuries. But with it, Juventus can still get a modest 30-35 million, and they can spend it again in the transfer market. A player they linked with actually changing this is the one and only Alvaro Morata. Morata has not enjoyed the best of campaigns with Atletico Madrid. He was just sold out from Chelsea because of his mediocre campaign, which they didn't want. So right now, I suggest that Juventus don't put all their eggs in the Pirlo's basket and actually wait if Pirlo can actually make a difference with the squad he actually has. Yes, last, that's the end of the video. Please click on the subscribe button, like this video, and comment down below of how you think that how Juventus can make a new look to Juventus under the management of Andrea Pirlo.